Got an appointment from an IT client. It's with a local municipality. Spoke with the IT director there. So they have about 285 users. They have a couple physical servers with like 26 total virtual servers. Currently handle all of their IT in-house. He was really interested to hear how co-managed solutions work. Said he was recently talking to someone and just wasn't sure how it worked. So we're going to meet with them next week to kind of showcase how we can be a resource for them and offset some of their overflow. So it should be a pretty good conversation.
Yeah, got one for my roofing client out in Seattle. Two facilities there, 18,000 square feet and then a 15,000 square foot facility. Got some active leaking issues, so should be a good appointment. They're actually going out tomorrow to address it, so should be good.
Got another appointment for my pest control client down in Dallas. We'll be stopping by an apartment complex that has some cockroach issues tomorrow morning at 10. It's only a 12-unit complex, but they don't have a pest control vendor under contract. And like I said, they have a lot of issues with some cockroaches that have started to infest in some tenants' units. So we're looking forward to introducing ourselves and showing them how we can give them a hand.
Just got an appointment for my Oregon clients in Eugene. I spoke to the facilities manager for a large complex. He's new to the position, wants to learn the ins and outs of the roof. He said it's at least 12 to 15 years old. Hasn't been up there much himself, so we're going to give a general assessment, but he has various other contracting needs that our guy is well equipped to do. So we're going to go out and have a general assessment meeting and offer what other services we can that they need bids for regarding sheetrock and some construction, but building plot, ground up and whatnot. So we're just going to see if we can be a well-rounded Renaissance type of service.
I think it's a good time to lock back. So, good morning for the boys. Was able to get a couple second-time meetings scheduled for my client out in Boston. Some good conversations with some nonprofits. I know our guy Justin scheduled a great meeting for our partner out in Atlanta. And then you also have one for our guys out in Grand Rapids. So it's been a good morning. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your appointments?
Got an appointment for my client out in Grand Rapids. It's with an 80-user manufacturing company, and looking pretty good. Excited for the conversation. And then I got a reschedule for one of my clients out in Virginia Beach. So having a pretty good morning so far.
Got one down in the Atlanta area with over 300 plus users. Looking for an exciting conversation. Hopefully we can close that one out.
Having some good conversations, talking to decision makers, getting some lead weights and warm leads. So good things will come out of it later.
Had some good conversations this morning. Generated some lead weights I'm going to be following up on at a later date, but nothing yet. So calling my shot in California.
Boys are buzzing again today. I think we're already halfway, if not over halfway, to a pod wide. I got another one early this morning out for a roofer in Pennsylvania again. There's like several million square feet of roofs. They got a lot of projects lined up, so that should be a really good one. But it's all for me, calling the shot. I'll probably call around for a couple different accounts today, snipe another one or two. But our critter stoppage, my boy Jack there got a two-banger for critter stop. Tell us about it, Jack.
Yeah, got a double burger for my pest control client in Dallas. They have a couple different properties that they manage in the Fort Worth area that they're not happy with their current pest control provider. They've got some ant problems that are seeping into tenants' homes, along with a couple roach problems. So we'll be stopping by one of their facilities on this Thursday at 1 p.m. and then following up to their other property that they manage this Monday the 20th at 1 p.m.
Talked to a couple decision makers. We do have one on the board from my Buffalo roofer. It is with a property management company up there, and they had two properties they wanted to come assess. So I booked a 2-hour time slot for my client. He's going to get out there and rock it. And so we're going to get some good numbers. Both roofs are over 20,000 square feet, so it'll be a good one.
Did get a really good second-time meeting for my IT client out in Minnesota. First meeting was a Teams call. Second meeting is on site at their main location where they have all their servers. That one's a nonprofit. So really looking forward to how that goes. That's next Tuesday. I'll call my shot this afternoon for Dayton Technology Group.
Just got another one figured out for Highland, Oakland. Just had to finish up some details and then call my shop for every client.
Not a bad day so far. We got a couple on the board for our team. Drew actually just got his client green, so huge shout out. We're only halfway through the month, not even yet, and he's already got a green client. So super excited about that. We went to the game last night with Far Roofing, so that was a blast. Went to Chop House, got some good steaks, so had a really good time with them. Logan's a little tired this morning, but still scraped up in that appointment, so not a bad day so far.
Speaking of Fargo Roofing, got one from them this morning. It was about 28,000 square feet, TPO EPDM roof, looking at a full-scale roof repair, so it should be a pretty good one.
I'm calling my shop for my Florida roofer this afternoon. Got an appointment for my New York cleaning client, and it's about a 46,000 square foot manufacturing company. So
had some really positive conversations from my client out in Michigan. Several people saying that they want us to stop by. They're just going to check with their schedule and hit me back with some dates, and we'll be there.
Doing a lot of catch up today, nothing on the board yet, but counting my blessings for an office machine consultant's appointment today.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Got 4 appointments so far for the team, 2 coming from our new rep, Jake, for a roofing client in Tampa. I was able to get one for our client in New Hampshire. It actually came from an email that I had a conversation with the VP of Information Systems last week. Sent him over our info. He liked what he saw and open to having a conversation with local companies, kind of see what we could do. All set up over email, so I didn't get much, but LinkedIn shows around 200 employees, 3 locations, so it should be a pretty big opportunity nonetheless. And then I think Marge has one that she'd talk about, Jake, and then we'll let these guys call their shots. Hopefully a pod wipe later today.
I set a banger for my roofer in Dayton. It's with a big warehouse, 330,000 square feet, multiple sections need to be re-roofed. He's got a mix of materials up there, so I'm excited.
So I set 2 on the board for my roofing company, Marge's in Tampa. Pretty excited about that. Some big apartment complexes over there. I'm ready to keep going.
We're doing good. Been dialing my heart out this morning. I just want to be like our new guy on the team, Jake, so I'm going to call my shot in Tampa this afternoon.
Call my shot in New Jersey.
Got one for a software client out in Utah with the school district in southern Utah. They're actively exploring, so it should be a really good conversation.
Got my client from Pennsylvania coming in today for an on-site visit. We're going to go to dinner at Ruth Christopher and also go to Blues game, so it's going to be a good day.
I know Brett got one this morning. I got 2. I don't have one yet. I was calling Manhattan this morning, tough morning. But I'm going to call my shot, though, for San Francisco IT.
It's a second appointment with a company in Madison, so hopefully something will come of it. I met back in December, and looking forward to seeing what might happen with them.
I had to get 2 meetings today for my Macon HVAC client. The first one was an assisted living facility, about 25 total units. Looking to get a competitive bid for preventative maintenance, so we're headed out there on Monday. And then the second one was a manufacturer, 475,000 square foot. They have a few projects coming up to replace a few units. So we're headed out there on Tuesday to begin that discussion.
Just steady dialing. I'll go ahead and call my shot for my roofer out in Indianapolis.
I got number 5 for my software client in Indianapolis. The guy's going to be going to Europe for about a month, so we got to schedule for when he gets back. I'm also going to call my shot on my medical client. It's overdue, and I think Clay's overdue too. He's calling a shot on a couple today. I'm feeling it.
Ty got us rolling this morning with a roof.
I got an appointment today for my roofer out in Texarkana. It's with a 10,000 square foot church, wanting to quote on some repairs and even a full re-roof. So going out there next week.
Nick grabbed a cleaner this morning.
Yep, set one for our cleaning client out in Alabama. They have 45,000 square foot facilities. They currently do everything in-house. Previously worked with the contractors they're looking to go back to it, but they have 7 days a week cleaning, 45,000 square foot facility, so it should be pretty.
We got a closed deal for medical cleaning. It is
Broadview Heights.
$23.80 monthly.
So that's their first closed deal, big one, and then Teddy, Matt, and I will find a way to get on the board this afternoon.
You guys are able to keep the close rates high, and we need a little bit of help. We're kind of direct encounter in areas that we just need to fill out some stuff. Trying to give people that are, got the hot hand kind of a little added help. We got a ton of stuff in there for our county, so just taking a step back on that. But I saw we're getting some appointments. I think we got 5 here at HQ this morning. I got one who's a guy that connected with me on LinkedIn. Not sure if you heard, but Braxton, I think maybe talked to him briefly in February. I had no idea. I just happened to add somebody on LinkedIn. That's what I do. If I'm on LinkedIn, I got it up. I'm adding people that are owners and CEOs, and I look up and see if they've got company LinkedIn or companies. If it looks good, I'm adding, and if they add me back, the first thing I'm going to do is call. Hey, saw you added me. Thanks. You know, do you know who we are? Ended up getting a meeting with a guy for 4 o'clock today. He's talking about some parts of Indiana and also a place in South Carolina. He's interested to him. What do you got?
I got a MSP in Providence, Rhode Island. I've been working to get him on the calendar for probably like 2-3 months, so it's been a long time coming. He just gave me the whole, I'm busy right now, send me an email, I'll check it out. And I have not been able to get a hold of him ever since. I haven't blown him up, but once every couple weeks, like, hey, what's going on? Want to meet? Finally got him on the calendar. Said timing's good. Not making any promises. I'm not making a decision on the call, so don't go in there guns a-blazing. He's like, this strictly, I just want to see what you guys are doing. Told him I have a self-guided sales video. Watch that. That should answer any upfront questions. But anything talking next steps or how it works, results, that's what the meeting's about. So that's set up. He's going out of office for the rest of this week, so he'll be back on Wednesday, set up for, and then I don't know if it's his partner. He didn't say what his title was, just said he works with me. He will also be on the meeting, so. And you?
Got 2 MSPs in Little Rock. One was an email that he checked out the entire tech video. It's looking at doing business growth as a service. Knows pretty in depth about what we do. He said for Thursday, I think he accepted. Another guy, I was gonna suspend him because Lauren called him. He said it's not a fit. I remember it taking me off the list. So I called him and I was like, hey, just give me a quick call before I suspend you. It says it's not a fit. You do managed IT or what do you do? He's like, yeah, I do, but the pricing is just not a fit. So then I went into case studies, what we do, the value in it. And so with that, piqued his interest. Like, okay, you know what, let's meet. So that's it for next week.
Good job. What do you got, Nolan?
Janitorial. Him and I were going back and forth with email for a week or 2. Finally he said, give me a call. I called him, called me back, got him set. That was earlier this morning. He already met with Sam. Next steps are pending.
Yeah, he's in Florida, and he's going to be coming back. He's supposed to be back this week, but he's not. So I gave him the rundown. They have a budget. They're looking for something like this. We just got to get a conversation with him. So that'll be a focal point to follow up on next week, like start Tuesday. So the guy, if he gets back over the weekend or whatever and gets in Monday, give him some time to get acquainted or talk and figure stuff out, and then by Tuesday give him a call and say, hey, there's something you still want to do, and then you use the Friday deadline for implementation as a means to push things sooner than later. So that's where we're at. What's up, Brendan?
I was Clem's calling, Fort Collins. Got through that list. I didn't really have anyone pick up there. A couple built records and Billings went through there. The only guy I got a hold of just wasn't really big enough. Even though he said he did commercial, he couldn't do any project work. It was really just him and one other guy, so it was only smaller commercial maintenance stuff.
Got any warm leads or things he's working on?
Yeah, we got a couple guys in accounting coming up later this week. I said reach back out at a certain date after the tax deadline, but other than that, I'll be definitely hammering accounting a lot harder next week after the 20th.
We got Simo and Maryville on the board. I got a list of guys. I've got a follow-up call with an HVAC guy in Salt Lake. That was, Maryville was the most recent one to touch it. Got a meeting last month. I'm working on a referral. I've got, that's one that we're trying to follow up with, so let's not lose sight of that. I'm just waiting until we get the Fargo testimonial done by Matt over here, and then I'm going to send that to him and see if that pushes anything forward. But outside of that, we need to get a pipeline going to some warm leads. Make sure you tell guys, look, man, if it's something you're interested in, like that deadline is crucial. We're trying to get guys on now as opposed to, later in the month, so that they have enough time to on it. That's all I got.
What's the deadline this month?
Huh?
What's the deadline?
Next Friday.
Next Friday?
24th. So we've got 10 days. 10 days to get people on board. I think we're onboarding 5 or 6 clients right now. So we need to get that number to like 10, 15, But other than that, that's all I got, guys. So go have a good lunch.
I got an appointment for my roofer in Kansas today. It's with a 20,000 square foot apartment complex, and they had active tiles recently that blew off with a storm, and we're looking at repair quotes for those, so that should be a really good one.
So I got an appointment with my software client here in St. Louis with another large company here in St. Louis, just talking about like AI and just different projects that they have coming up in the next 1 to 2 years, so it should be a good meeting.
Got two really good ones today for a roofer in Oakland, both apartment complexes where these are contacts I've been reaching out to for the last year or so. One of them, actually, I found out that the property I was calling, the property manager, is going to be the regional manager in about 2 weeks. So she gave me some properties she already has top of mind that are needing some bids. Then she has about 5 more properties within the area that are needing work, and through their property management, they have around 10 locations throughout all of California. We work everywhere, so just kind of see what opportunities that we're able to take up, and then got another one out there for another, like I said, apartment complex. They have a bunch of leaks going on, so the roof is relatively new, but they still need the repairs done, don't have a warranty anymore because their last roofing company is no longer helping them.
Got an appointment for my new client in Ohio. Pretty interesting one. They have a current MSP. They're kind of in the process of reviewing. They haven't quite decided, but they want us to stop by, share a little bit more about ourselves, and should lead to business down the road.